Hello everybody and welcome to the ESI Digest, where we run through the biggest esports business related news stories of the week. I'm your host Tom Daniels, the sub-editor of Esports Insider, and today we have 5 huge news stories from the world of esports business. In today's ESI Digest, we're going to be covering Riot Games promoting Naz Aletaha to global head of League of Legends esports, Rivalry becoming publicly listed on the TSX Venture Exchange, Galaxy Racer announcing its expansion into Pakistan, Immortals securing a multi-year deal with Nitto Tire, and finally we're going to be talking about Axcel agreeing to sell SteelSeries to GN Store Nord for around 8 billion Danish kroner. So, let's get into the digest. Our first story of the ESI Digest sees Naz Aletaha, who is Riot Games' former head of global esports partnerships and business development, be announced as the publisher's new global head of League of Legends esports. In her new role, Aletaha will be responsible for creating and executing League of Legends esports' roadmap, vision, and strategy, and this includes overseeing the title's 12 regional major leagues and its 3 international events. It was also announced that until a replacement is found, Aletaha will also continue to do her previous duties from her previous role, and according to the release, this promotion places Aletaha in what has been described as the most senior executive role within League of Legends esports. For those who also don't know, Aletaha is also serving as an executive producer for Riot Games' upcoming scripted comedy series called Players, which will be on Paramount Plus, I believe in about 2022. Overall, I think this is a huge promotion, but a well-deserved promotion for Naz Aletaha. Her influence in the commercial portfolio and the growth of Riot Games from a commercial standpoint has been immense, and seeing her now kind of oversee the League of Legends esports ecosystem, you can kind of expect more partnerships like that to be further enhanced, alongside now going into the more competitive aspect with the ecosystem, the strategy, and its vision as well. Overall, this is a huge step for Naz, but it's also a huge step for League of Legends esports, as now Riot Games is starting to fully diversify and kind of split out its esports titles and provide more of an onus on one specific title at a time. Obviously, at one point, Riot Games was purely just League of Legends alongside like other minor projects as well. But now you've got TFT, you've got Wild Rift, you've got Valorant. So actually seeing people now head up these divisions and head up kind of the overall strategy of these divisions is actually a really smart move in trying to diversifying their portfolio and also providing enough kind of attention on each esports title to actually provide more commercial opportunities and also to continue strengthening each individual brand as well. And I think Naz Aletaha is the perfect person to lead up what is still Riot Games' biggest title right now. Our second story of the ESI Digest sees esports betting operator Rivalry announced that it has been listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. Now, this move has been in the works for a few months. In June specifically, Rivalry did announce its intention to take the company public on the Toronto Stock Exchange by October, and now that move has officially gone through. Rivalry has announced a list of priorities that the company wants to execute following this public listing, and according to a release which I do have here, this includes leveraging its esports betting expertise to grow the operator's traditional sports betting and casino games businesses. Moreover, the operator has revealed its intention to develop new products and also increase its presence in regulated markets. Rivalry joins a growing list of esports entities that are starting to become publicly listed, including fellow bookmaker Lookbox, which made its debut on the TSX Venture Exchange in December 2020. Moreover, other entities such as Guild Esports, Overactive Media, ESI Entertainment, and among many others have become publicly listed also. Personally, I think this is a wise move for Rivalry, and it'd be very interesting to see kind of what the interest of an esports bookmaker kind of has on the stock market. As esports betting starts to grow even more, you can see more and more interest coming in from non-endemic brands and non-endemic investors as well, and angel investors and VCs, and looking to kind of go into either esports data or esports betting. I do think that this will be very interesting. I think what's also intriguing is Rivalry's kind of priorities of not just looking at esports betting, but using esports betting as kind of their core and branching out into traditional sports and, you know, I believe casino games as well is what they mentioned as well. Moving on now, Galaxy Racer has announced a partnership with entrepreneur Fakhr-e-Alam. As a result of the deal, the two parties will collaborate to launch Galaxy Racer Pakistan. According to a release, Fakhr-e-Alam will be the one responsible for leading the organization's expansion into Pakistan, with the launch of the organization expected to grow the local ecosystem within the country. This isn't the first time that Galaxy Racer has been involved with Pakistan's esports ecosystem. In January 2021, the organization hosted a Fortnite tournament for around $10,000 in prize money. According to the organization, the event holds the record for the largest prize pool to be featured at a Pakistani esports event. There's not much more to say about this partnership, however, this is huge for Galaxy Racer's esports expansion, especially when they're targeting global expansion as well. Not only will this benefit the Pakistani esports ecosystem by having a well-known organization in Galaxy Racer go into its ecosystem and integrate itself within there, but it will also help Galaxy Racer expand its portfolio, expand its player base and its fan base as well. Having Fakhr-e-Alam involved, who is a well-known name within Pakistan, is also a really smart move, and having him spearheading it and, kind of leading this charge and developing, local content and probably local activations and providing the best local players as well is also a really smart move when you're trying to establish a new division in a different region. Penultimate story of the ESI Digest sees North American esports organization Immortals announce a multi-year partnership with tire manufacturer Nitto Tire. As the esports organization's official tire for 2022, Immortals will co-develop a customized content series and engage with gaming influencers across the organization's League of Legends LCS franchise and Valorant competitive teams. In addition, Nitto Tire will serve as a presenting partner for Immortals' social content activation, and Immortals' LCS jersey will also feature Nitto Tire's logo prominently on its sleeve. Overall, I think this is a nice partnership between the two brands. Nitto Tire and Immortals have previously collaborated in the past in 2018, so it's kind of nice to see this partnership rekindled and refueled, and it be a multi-year deal kind of just highlights how marketable esports teams continue to be as more long-term deals start to be acquired. Gone are the days really where we see a one-year sponsorship or a one-year partnership, unless it's just to test kind of either a new division within an esports organization or a new title. But really now we're seeing a lot more multi-year deals, especially when you have organizations across long-standing titles which have really developed a fan base and an audience, such as League of Legends and what is slowly becoming with Valorant as well. So overall, this is a great deal for both sides involved. Final story of the ESI Digest is actually a story which isn't exactly esports related, but can have massive esports ramifications, and it is the fact that Axcel has agreed to sell its SteelSeries brand to GN Store Nord for around 8 billion Danish kroner. Put it into UK currency, GN Store Nord will acquire the gaming hardware company for around £915 million, with the acquisition expected to close at the beginning of 2022. In 2021, SteelSeries has secured a range of esports specific partnerships, including the likes of the Dota 2's International, T1 Entertainment and Sports, and Blast Premier, among others. Now, this is a huge purchase which has a very hefty price tag. However, given the rise of esports and gaming, particularly with its adaptation to mainstream media and more mainstream media using gaming and esports in particular, I think it does warrant the amount. Also, it's important to note that GN Store Nord is a manufacturer of hearing aids and headsets, so with their expertise alongside SteelSeries, which will still act as an independent entity according to the hardware company as well, but with those expertise together, you could probably expect it to benefit their products as well, and also maybe enhance their products into the future. So I think this is a really big deal, and it'd be really interesting to see how SteelSeries' brand kind of grows, and whether we're going to see even more esports partnerships kind of come through this as a result of this purchase by the end of 2022. And that is it for this week's ESI Digest. If you do want to follow up on any of the stories that I have covered, then don't forget to head over to Esports Insider's website alongside an array of other features and other news stories in the world of esports business which has come out as well. Also, don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Spotify, and whatever you're kind of watching or listening to me on right now. But until then, I'll see you next week.